This is your 5 tech things you should know about, episode number 59 for October 8th, 2010, brought to you by Mosey.com. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here. Welcome to the 5 tech things you should know about, Geekazine with Association of TVazine, or TVazine with Association of Geek. I don't know. It's all on Geekazine.com. Go there and you'll get all that cool stuff. You'll get all these cool things, including maybe this t-shirt. We're over on some many great networks, including Blip.tv, including, you can get it on your Boxy, VodPod. We're a proud member of the Tech Podcast TV network. If it's tech and it's video, then it's here. Go over there for some child-safe and friendly tech shows, which is a lot of great stuff over there at techpodcasts.tv. One more weekend, we're going to Blogworld New Media Expo over in Las Vegas. It is going to be a fun time. I'm going to be doing some sessions on how to walk around with video. I'm going to be doing a session on evergreen versus expirable content. There's going to be a lot of great speakers there. If you still have the opportunity, go there. Go over to Geekazine and click on the link to Blogworld, and that'll get you to the place where you need to get the tickets. I will be doing a 5 tech things you should know about from Blogworld next week, so watch out for that. It's going to be very short but very sweet and very cool. So Blogworld New Media Expo, if you can make it out there, you should. Alright, we're recording from a brand new camera. It's called the Kodak PlayTouch, otherwise known as the ZI-10. I usually use the ZI-8, so when Kodak came out with the ZI-10, I got really excited. We did a full review over at Geekazine and on video, so all you have to do is go over to Geekazine, check out that video on the new PlayTouch ZI-10. Let me know what you think otherwise. Do you like the camera look? Do you not like the camera look? If there's something missing, let me know. Of course, it's your life online. Back it up now, back it up often, and back it up off-site with Mosey.com. Use that code GEEK. GEEK gets you 10% off. $4.95 a month. It's the price of a hard drive a year. You get 10% off of that $4.95 a month. Back up your pictures, back up your data, back up your life now. Off-site, on-site, every time over at Mosey.com. Let me ask you a question. Did you go see the Social Network movie? Did you Facebook after you went to see the Social Network movie? It's amazing. It was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. Some of you might have got a little bit lost into it. You know, it's like, oh yeah, it's kind of really techy, and I'm not really sure what Pearl code is. But if you really watched it, you got some really great lines in there. My favorite one came from the brothers when they said, I don't want to be like the two skeletons that are chasing after the Karate Kid. That's my new favorite line right there. I was really impressed with Trent Reznor and the background music to the Social Network. And I was really impressed with the acting of Jesse Eisenberg, who played Mark Zuckerberg. Although I felt that it was a little bit dark in character. It's like the guy was shut off and not really listening to anybody and had his own agenda. And now it's time to turn it around. I don't understand that whole thing. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. It did turn it around at the end to say, you weren't so bad, but there's still that whole dark undertone that really just kind of got to me and made me wonder how Mark Zuckerberg went from the college dorm with Face Mash to Facebook without making enemies to the point where he would lose Facebook. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But if you went to see the movie, what'd you think of it? Let me know. 608-205-4378. $23 million in the first week. Of course, it was the #1 movie. Not too much competition out there. It'll probably get knocked out really quick. But I thought it was a pretty good movie overall. Speaking of lawsuits, here's a handy little flowchart. It's a little, and there's a couple of them out there. This is the flowchart of who's suing who in the mobile business. There's some other ones. Who's suing who generally? Who's suing who? Nobody's suing me, which is probably a good thing because I have $5 to my name. Wait a minute. Nope, I just lost that $5 to another bill. Never mind. So anyway, there's a handy-dandy flowchart. Check it out. Nokia seems to be suing everybody. We've got LG, we've got Microsoft, we've got RIM, we've got Samsung, HTC, Oracle is suing Google, and I think Google's suing Oracle now, or something like that. Of course, the flowchart will change next week, so check it out now before it changes. It's another Geekazine Halloween treat. Well, thank you very much for coming to the Geekazine store. Let's see what we've got this week. Why does nobody make a Bender costume? You know, I looked and I looked and I looked, and I thought to myself, hey, this would be the best costume out there. Nobody has it. People made it. This is a great example right here. Just amazing. And we'll get you a link to this, to the guy, because he shows you how he made it, talks about how he made it, and a lot of pictures on there. It's kimandchris.com is the name of the website. But if you made a Bender costume, let me know. I might just think about, since I'm actually not playing this Halloween, which is kind of weird as a musician, I might just go as Bender. We'll see what happens. Alright, the Google Goggles is now out for iPhone. I'm really excited about it. I downloaded it. It's actually part of the Google mobile app, so if you search Google Goggles, you're not going to find it. But you'll see the Google mobile app. You download that, you get like 4 or 5 different programs in the whole thing. But the cool thing about Google Goggles is you'll be able to point your phone and it'll tell you something, or it'll tell you absolutely nothing. Like, for instance, I pointed at the screen. It says, hey, I see Google here. That's where you need to go to, is google.com. And that's the whole idea of it. Augmented reality is what they're calling it. And you'll be able to walk down the street and point the camera, and it'll tell you different things. Like, for instance, if it sees a car, what make of car it is. If it sees a brand name, where the brand is. And it'll tell you a little bit more. Pretty cool stuff. I'm still playing with it for a full evaluation, but Google Goggles for iPhone is here, so you can download it now. And it's absolutely free. So if you've got an iPhone, download it now. Okay, imagine this. You wake up in the morning, all of a sudden, everything you've done with your right hand, all of a sudden you can do it with your left hand. You can write, you can play golf, you can play whatever. All of a sudden you're left-handed. It's like really weird. Can that happen? Probably not. But researchers at UC Berkley are working on what's called transcranial magnetic stimulation, otherwise TMS. The idea is simple. Somebody loses functionality in the right hand. Maybe they got in an accident or they had a stroke or something like that. They need to use their non-dominant side all of a sudden. And the researchers want to figure out if there's an easier way to train them. That is why they created this thing. It's a magnet that they put behind the head, which basically messes up your polarity. And all of a sudden, what you were doing on your right hand, you're doing on your left hand. It's pretty cool stuff. Hopefully it's not causing any type of seizure in somebody's brain, but it might also be opening up doors in our noggins that we've never opened up before. That's pretty cool. I can't wait to see what this research comes out with, and maybe I'll get myself a big magnet to put behind my head. I always wanted to write left-handed and play golf left-handed. I think that would do a lot better. And that is the 5 tech things you should know about. My name is Jeffrey Powers. Check me out over at www.geekazine.com, 608-205-4378, or geekazine@gmail.com. Until next week, ladies and gentlemen, you take care.